Hello, and this is like the second yap sesh in a row. So like I'm on a roll, yo. Today I'll be start yapping about Sky. Sky is like my first OC, and she's kind of like an ex-military. So she used to be a part of the military before getting honorably discharged in a new identity after the war ended. And yeah, so he was recruited to the army to wield like a internal weapon, which is like a kind of a concept where you have to bind yourself to that weapon in order to be able to use like its special properties, and only one users exists at like a singular time. So if you like kick the bucket while you're like contracted to like an enemy, you what's it called? Nobody else can use that weapon while you're still alive. But if you like get killed, then they could take your weapon and start using your shit. Sky and Namaki, which is my other OC that I'm gonna start yapping about, gave up their weapon and basically they're living a slice of life anime now that they have given up their weapon, and they basically like get checks from the government, and yeah. So Sky prefers not to fight, and she's very calm and collected when it comes to like actually like handling like situations. So like she's very serious normally. Let me scroll down. I love using like really fucking old. No. So her eternal weapon is like a halberd, which is kind of like a axe that's attached to like a spear, and when it's like spun around, it can what's it called? It creates um ice that rains from like the field. So like if she spins it around like multiple times, right, and it starts snowing, what's it called? It starts snowing in the environment, and this is like her ability or like her weapon's ability. Hold on, I'm getting through this a little quick. I need to be a little start like fucking yapping or some shit, bro. I think in my little story that I'm gonna do, I think her story will be all about forgiveness. So I'm planning for her to like make a mistake, and that makes her like doubt her abilities. So she's like, "Oh no, what if I mess up again? What if I, excuse me, what if I do this again?" Or like she constantly like doubts herself, but then what's it called? Because of her mistakes, her arc is all about figuring out how to like not or to like forgive herself, and it's all about like forgiveness and all that shit. I was also thinking that she also suffers like I was thinking like she suffers from like nightmares from her like past like events, like so she suffers from like trauma, but it's not like, yeah, I'm trying to like find a way to go like, oh, but it's not some tragic OC where fucking her mom gets dead, everybody dies and shit. I don't really want to do that type of like story. uh I think yeah, there you go. I actually need to catch up on this drawing thing, so like, ooh. Alright, let's. Okay, now we. She also doesn't have like a solid design, so I'm still like, she's probably gonna have like no design. Not because I'm lazy, trust, but because I just want to like, since she's in like a slice of life anime now, I kind of just want to play around with like outfits that she would wear, and like have her like in a ton of like outfits and just in general. So yeah, she also this isn't her design. Wait, hold on. This isn't her actual design. I'm gonna get rid of like the sunflower hat thing. I'm gonna give her a beanie. That's her like original design. or not really junior. I have She hasn't undergone any like serious like redesigns, and I've been mostly really happy with like her as a character. I don't feel like she needs any changes personally. Then we Oh, what the hell? How do I make it so big? Boom. Okay, and let's see. A part of me thinks that I should record myself drawing in one section and then record myself like yapping about my OCs, and then I should stitch them together. But like that's kind of like too much effort, you know? Like I ain't doing all that. Oh my goodness. Try not to be a lazy bum challenge, bro. Impossible. Let's see. I think I've had this OC for like a few, I think a year now. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think definitely she gets the short end of the stick sometimes compared to Namaki and my other OCs, because she's the first OC and she doesn't like Namaki is, well, my friends like to say that she's like Namaki is my favorite, like he is the fucking indubious gangster of the night or something. And I'd be like bless her with like would bless him with all like the cool abilities, and like Namaki is like, no, Sky is like, oh please, I'm starving, please give me some abilities. I remember it was like one of my friends was like, oh, Namaki is like a flame like Aztec god. I'm gonna do a video on yapping about Namaki like in a few days maybe. But like she was like, oh, Namaki is like a Aztec god with flame powers and he's a samurai. And then Sky is like a ninja and that's really it. I don't know. I think it was actually really hard for her to. I think if I might be not remembering correctly, but I think it was really hard for her to determine like who my favorite, because I was like really like was I wasn't like making it obvious that Namaki was my favorite. Kalisara is my insert, but Namaki is my favorite type shit. Um Also, I remember I was drawing him, or not him, not Namaki. I was drawing Sky with like short hair, and he looked in gender bent. I accidentally did gender bent Sky, so that was kind of funny. That was pretty goofy, pretty silly. Um, let's see here. Let's do some chibis. I feel like I'm in the mood for some chibis today. So let's like draw her like puffing her like cheeks out. Yeah. Hey yo. But she's gonna be angry. She's gonna be, girl, you're having fun in, in my in my YouTube channel, girl. Think it's gonna be like that. And I'm just gonna like give her a little coat. She has like a little coat since like she snows. She often gets really cold when she often gets very it often gets very cold for her while she uses her ability, or her weapons ability. I have her ability. It's like she can slap like a living target. It has to be living, and basically while the ability is active, Sky and the person have like super speed, but like they can't control where the super speed is. And Namaki has not Namaki Sky has the upper hand, because since she's used to the sensation of being really fucking fast. She's like, oh, I can like adapt to this quicker than you can, and I can beat you that way. It's kind of gimmicky, but it's kind of gimmicky, and I'm sure when I actually write the character um into like my little one shots that I'm gonna plan to drop one day, she's probably gonna like wash all the people really quickly, or she's gonna like do really well, and then like she's gonna face against that one person that doesn't get immediately stopped, and she's gonna like struggle a little bit. For the power system, I think it would be something like Nen or like Curse Energy from Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen reference. Yo. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up. But I really like the idea of like energy, or like kind of like maintaining your energy, or like, having some type of like stuff like to like resource management. So like if you want to understand like my power system, it's like, oh, what the hell? It's kind of just like Nen from Hunter x Hunter or Curse Energy from Jujutsu Kaisen. I also had an idea where her actual input is actually kind of low, and she has like trouble processing her like energy into like her fists and like whatever attacks, but she makes up for it for her like better reflexes because of her ability, and like just like having the best reactions like in the series. And this is what makes her like really strong, because she can like distribute her power like more erratically in order to like compete with like Namaki, since since he has like a more like stronger or like higher output. Anyway, that's the W gas, bro. This is more copper. This is more coherent than like all of my goddamn yap sessions, bro. I really like how this chibi is going though. I really like how this chibi is going. We're gonna give her a little this, a little that. Oh yeah, I should do color, but should I? Should I? I don't know. Kind of don't wanna. I'll probably figure it out. I should probably like drag the color that I want to use. I should probably drag the color I want to use, and then just like stop in here so I don't have to like find an image. I'm not that good at color theory, and I feel like I should like pre-pick my like colors before like heading them, before like starting this like little yap sesh. Let me just like give her some shoes. Actually, I'm gonna give her like, yeah, yeah. She's got those like boot high heels type shit. Uh, give her this. Yay, that's Chibi Sky. Hooray! Mm. Let's see. Else could what else? I'm trying to think of like ideas. Actually, about I was looking on I'm looking on Pinterest right now, and I'm looking for like OC like references and shit, and it's like uh I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of blessed because my feed doesn't have like a ton of AI generated stuff, and it's usually just like super chill. We're like chilling. This is not on my sketch layer. This is not on my sketch layer. I think in in this like little doodle, she's gonna be like listening to music. So there you go. No, no. She's gonna have a little frown, but she's gonna be listening to music, so she's what's it called? She got the "Don't Talk to Me" vibes type shit. Mm. I think having on headphones and then glasses too, as well. It's gotta be like the most devious combo ever, cause like oh, like you have glasses, and it's just kind of like too much for me personally. But so looking for that audio clarity, so. hmm I think this is probably gonna be the final sketch for today. I don't know. I just really felt like yapping about my OCs today. Okay, now you're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. I kind of deviate from like my normal line art or like my pre-sketch line art because I kind of like change what I like want what it is or what I want with the like sketch I'm currently doing. Like a ton. I'm gonna give her like a little blush, you know? Yeah. Anyway, something about Sky for once is that I think she's gonna have like a really I think she's gonna have a romantic relationship with Namaki. And I think that would be really cute, you know? I think what's it called? I have her the romance typed up, but I kinda wanna like think about it because I'm still having a little bit of trouble just like putting myself out there and like, letting people like look at my OCs because like I think you could garner like a lot about me just from like my OC since I put myself into my OCs a ton, especially Namaki and Sky and Kalisara. Since Kalisara is like my self insert. Ron Brush. Also, I feel like I'm slowly getting better at like just yapping in general. Like who would have known that is really difficult? Craziness. Dun, dun, dun. She's got the "don't talk to me" vibes. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I hope you have a great day. Um, good morning, good night, good afternoon. That reminds me of the goodbye the Truman Show. The Truman Show thing. I should the good like the in case I don't see you or something like that. Anyway, that's all. These are my sketches for Sky. I'm just gonna write Sky here so you know it's her. Uh, her first name is actually Lumi, which stands for snow, and then like so I heard like name roughly translates to like Snow Sky. Wow, great naming, bro. And her ability makes her rain snow from the environment, bro. Yeah, that's peak. Anyway, have a good day. See ya.